This is the Gratitude Challenge. It is not the Gratitude Lecture. It's not the Gratitude Classroom. We're not in this to learn about gratitude, although there's a lot to learn about it. We're becoming more grateful people. That's the invitation that we have from God. And so today, I want to do an assessment exercise. I want to give you a picture in your mind of what a grateful mind can look like, how to cultivate gratitude. And then I want to ask you to do a little gratitude assessment. My friend Sam, when I was talking to him a month or so ago about these talks, said, you do these talks and that's fine. People may like them. They may feel good for a moment, but how do you know it's making any difference? What if it's just hot air? What if you're just blowing a bunch of gas? Now, you may wonder, did Sam really talk to me like that? No, he did not. I actually had to make it considerably more polite because there's kids that watch this. But that question of, are we actually changing? That's the deal. And particularly when it comes to gratitude. When Dallas Willard was dying of pancreatic cancer, a few of us were sitting with him and he was looking off in the distance and he said something that's always haunted me. He said, I've wasted so much of my life. And of course, all of us thought, this is a brilliant philosopher. He's learned more than most of us could ever possibly imagine. He writes books. He goes around teaching people and talking with them and making things with his hands. I've never known anybody waste less time. Like if he's wasting time, the rest of us might as well pack it in right now. But I think what was going on inside of his mind was he was thinking what life could be. Psalm 103 says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is in me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all of his benefits," or forget none of his benefits. How many benefits has God given to us? We're going to talk about that idea of benefits as we work together in gratitude. What would it be like for me to remember all of them? A lot of gratitude has to do with remembering. Or Paul, when he's talking to the church at Ephesus, he says, sing and make music in your heart to God, always thanking him for everything, for every good gift. And I think when it comes to gratitude, what we want to be thinking about is not how do I do compared with other people, but what might life be like if I'm actually living with a grateful spirit from one moment to the next, if I cultivate the habit, the lens, the perspective of gratitude, like my old friend Quig would say. We have so much to be grateful for. So this is from Robert Emmons' book, Gratitude Works. He talks about John Templeton, who was a great philanthropist, and posed the question one time, what would it take to get all the billions of people on this planet to live grateful lives? And after Templeton died, this was the document that was found in his personal archives. He wrote, if you exercise no control, your mind, which he pictured like kind of a garden, that's why I'm standing where I am today. If you exercise no control, your mind will become a weed patch and a source of shame and misery. If you exercise wise control, then it will be filled with God's miracles and become a place of indescribable beauty. You are free to choose which. How can you do it? Simply, for example, develop a habit of looking at each thought as you would a plant. If it is worthy, if it fits the plan you desire for your mind, cultivate it. If not, replace it. How do you get it out of your mind? Simply by putting in its place 2 or 3 thoughts of love or worship, for no mind can dwell on more than 2 or 3 thoughts at a time. Circumstances outside the garden of your mind do not shape you. You shape them. If you fill your mind with thoughts of love, you will give love and get it. If you think little of God, he will be far from you. If you think often of God, the Holy Spirit will dwell more in you. The glory of the universe is open to every person. Some look and see, some look and see not. Gardens are not made in a day. God gave you one lifetime for the job. Control of your garden or your mind grows with practice and the study of the wisdom other minds have bequeathed you. He who produces an item of unique beauty in his garden or his mind may have a duty to give that seed to others. So, what we're going to do today is to take a moment to reflect on how grateful am I? And in doing this, I will not compare myself to some other person I know to be grumpier or crankier than me. And I won't compare myself to somebody who's way better than me. When I started lifting weights many years ago, I worked out with a guy named Doug. Doug, literally, his true story, was Mr. Universe 40 and over 3 times in a row. It was terribly intimidating doing this with him. Sometimes I didn't want to go. Nancy was always interested. She wanted to know, are you going to work out today? Is Doug going to be there? Shall I come watch? But if I compared myself to him, but if I just kept track of how am I doing? Can I do another rep today? Can I do a little better today? So I want to invite you to start by doing a gratitude assessment. If you want to take this a little further, I'm going to do it right now verbally. You can go online at our website, our website, Become New, or you can sign up for our emails. And now tomorrow, day 3 of the Gratitude Challenge, we're going to begin to do gratitude journaling. You don't have to do that. You can just tune in and I'll talk you through stuff. But if you'd like to take another 5 or 10 minutes per day to really try to cultivate gratitude in your mind, gratitude journaling has been found to be quite a powerful thing. We're going to do that up through Thanksgiving. You get the weekends off, so you don't even have to do it every day. You can be grateful for that. That'll start tomorrow. Today, I want to invite you to assess seriously, as soberly as you can, how grateful a person am I? And now the backdrop is, what would it be like if I were to bless God with everything in me and forget none of his benefits and always be grateful because his gifts are always present? Here's a few questions. You can respond on a 7-point scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree. 1, I have so much in life to be thankful for. How would you rate yourself there? Another one. When I look at the world, I don't see much to be grateful for. And we will talk about gratitude and suffering and pain as we walk through the challenge together. Another question. Long amounts of time can go by before I feel grateful to something or someone. Just honestly, how true is that of me? Another question. To be honest, it takes an awful lot to make a person like me feel appreciative. Scale of 1 to 7. Last one I'll do verbally. I often reflect on how much easier my life is because of the efforts of others. And you might just take a moment to reflect as you go through these questions. How truly grateful of a person am I? How much is gratitude a part of my life? And would I like to cultivate it in the garden of my mind? I know you do. I know you do. I do. I have found a strange thing in this season when life in the garden has been harder for me. My gratitude threshold has gotten lower and my capacity for gratitude has actually grown, but I'm not nearly satisfied. I would like to have that so much more so that I could overflow and be more generous in the lives of others. So if you want to do more work on this, go to the website, get our emails. You can take that little gratitude survey. We're actually going to try to find out how we do together as a community in the fellowship of the withered hand and to see, can we grow in gratitude together as we walk through this journey so that I can tell my friend Sam, yep, it actually makes a difference in people's lives, and then he can be grateful too. So if you want to do that, feel free. If not, just join us. It is simply true. As my friend Quig would say every time I saw it, we have so much to be grateful for.
Thanks for joining us. To receive the emails that go along with each video, visit becomenew.me/subscribe. If you'd like a text alert whenever a new video is posted, text the word BECOME to the phone number 855-888-0444. You can send prayer requests to that number as well. To invite a friend, just share the link becomenew.me. We'll see you next time.